Let me know if the volume's okay. Oh, I don't know how good the service is in here. Dan is just outside. We had a bit of an incident here. Let me actually, that's a bit of a weird angle. But hello, Jamie. Hello, Jack. Hello, Diva. Dan just outside resolving some. We like right before we were about to film, or right before we were about to go live. One of the reasons why we were a minute or two off of our time was actually here. Wait, let me turn this AC off real quick. I feel like there's like a lot of ambient noise in this place, but like I was stepping out to grab some equipment from the car, and some guy just starts blaring on the horn. If you can't tell, we're in a pretty seedy motel, but that's nothing to do with ADR. This isn't an episode of ADR or ADR Live, but we are just, it's for a video that Dan's working on. It's part of the prop, but hello, sorry, let me actually pull up. Oh wait, no, two. But yeah, so a lot just happened in the past couple minutes. Some guy came by and he was like blaring on the horn, and Dan's outside dealing with that situation right now, but I guess, I don't know if he was honking at us, but he was following this other car around the parking lot, and they both just zipped off behind the motel, so he's seeing what's up. He's got the curiosity to check out what's going on there, so I figured I'd start it. He'll be in a few minutes, but I hope everyone else is having a great evening. We've been on the road. I mean, I got here Monday, and then you guys saw the stream in Atlantic City we did on, I think it was Thursday. Since then, we have traveled all around New Jersey, Philadelphia. We stepped into New York for a little bit, but now we are filming our last night. We are wrapping up our adventures around here, and then we're heading up to Baltimore after tonight. We're heading back to Baltimore to film some more stuff. But we have some crazy stories. I'll dive into them a little bit more when Dan gets back here. He's just gonna be a few minutes. But yeah, no, I want to just keep you guys in the loop, say hi, answer any questions you guys might have. Rose says, what's your YouTube channel? I mean, I have this one, the Bevo channel, for more personal projects, stuff like that. Just like fun little things that I'm working on, live streams. It's gonna be a more live-oriented channel, but my Urbex channel, which I have been filming for on this trip, is called Uncharted Travel. I haven't posted on there in a while because I wanted to first get this kind of channel off the ground, but I'm definitely going to be coming back. My goal was to get an Alone video out, for those of you who watch and enjoy the Alone series, for Halloween, but after a couple failed attempts, unfortunately, it's, what's it called? It's going to be a little bit later than that, but I really hope in the next couple of days, or in the next couple of, like before Christmas, I'll have Alone episode 6 out.
Fucking thing. I hate doing this.
Here comes Dan, all nice and happy here. Everybody say hello. He's had his nice.
Hey everybody.
We got a little beauty sleep in here. We got our what's it called? Nap in on this nice grungy motel bed. We were greeted by some cockroaches when we came in.
I actually slept pretty good.
The bed was comfortable. The room is a little bit cold, but that's on me. I went and grabbed my sweater a bit too late, but I also slept in pretty late.
It keeps the roaches away.
Yeah, it keeps them dormant. We saw one behind the door when we were coming in, and there was also one that was mashed into the carpet, but it's for part of a video that Dan's working on, so.
Not ADR.
No, I already said, not ADR related, but what was I going to say? I was telling them about how we've been traveling around to different cities and stuff. We did one absolutely crazy Urbex video so far, which was an abandoned prison in, where was that? I don't know where it was. It was somewhere in Jersey. But we step into this place, and first off, it's like full of trash, full of like, rats, everything. We like there. You step in like this. You have to go around like this like crumbled part of the prison wall, and there's like an opening in the fence. But yeah. Then you walk up, and there's like on the outside we saw like 2 old cell blocks where like homeless people were sleeping, and then we stepped inside the prison, and there was even more people. But there was like they were like up and about, and it was like 2 a.m. and they wouldn't answer to like we were calling out to just like see if anyone was
Well, I
there.
don't know if it was. I don't know if it was two people. It was definitely one person. But we went in a. This is the problem we're having. Is that we walked down a hallway, and then Brendan looked into a room that was blocked off with like a. It looked like a radiator cover.
Yeah, and a board. It was like radiator.
It was like a board and a radiator cover, but Brendan goes, "Oh my God, there's a candle in there."
Yeah.
And we look in, and there's like an altar in the corner with a candle burning.
It was
a skull.
So bizarre.
And Brandon's like, they're not gonna believe this. They're gonna think we set this up. We didn't set it up.
It was. I mean, the skull was like just like a fake like costume.
It was just like
skull.
It was like a fake skull, but.
But the candle was like one of those like big long wick candles with like a glass container, and it was burned down to like the ending. But it was its own little room, and there was like a bed in there, but nobody was in there.
I stuck my camera in the room to see if somebody maybe was leaning up against the wall, but there was nobody in there.
Yeah, somebody said Babette was there.
Babette was there. But I didn't. Brennan saw movement when we came in back in this thing, and then when I went down a cell block to film inside the cells, and when I was coming back, Brennan was standing under a landing, and I looked up, and above him I see two legs standing there in jeans and high top sneakers.
Yeah.
Dirty high top sneakers. And just standing there, and I was like, oh my God. And I said, Brennan, there's someone standing above it. I'm like, we have to get out of here, dude. And I'm like in my head, I'm making a Halloween video. And this is like
the craziest Halloween experience. We just went to this prison. Sorry, I'm gonna shut the bathroom doors. I don't know if the ambient noise is being picked up.
Oh, you don't like the sound of the leaking toilet?
Yeah, there's like a toilet that's perpetually like circulating water. But this prison, we're like, okay, this is like it's accessible. It's easy to find, easy to get into. But like we're like, let's just go at night. It'll be like add like an extra level of like creepiness, and we'll film something for Halloween, kind of just get like a nice spooky nighttime explore in. But here, let me center the camera a little bit. And we were just trying to like just go in, do like an urbex at night type thing, and it just turned into so much more. It was absolutely insane.
I actually said, I was like, we need to leave. I didn't want to run into whoever was in that room, because I looked out the back when we passed that room and into that bigger room. Maybe that was like a lunch room or a rec room or something.
Yeah.
And I looked out the back into the backyard of this place, and someone had spray painted pentagrams all over the.
Oh, is that the tiled, the area that we walked to past the candle, like that room there?
Yes. Someone had spray painted pentagrams, and I don't believe in. It's not the Satanism shit that scared me.
Yeah.
It was the person who
believed in all that and
would have all that stuff, and then probably they have a knife. I mean, that's.
Yeah. It was.
What is that on the corner above the notch?
Where? Like right here?
That black mark. Is that a broken screen?
Where?
Oh, never mind. Okay, it's just something behind. It's
I think it's the background.
It's the curtain. Okay.
No, did you think it was like you know when it gets like water damage or whatever in the top kind of thing?
Yeah, I was like, oh great.
Yeah, so we walk into this prison, and so there's like cell blocks. There's 3 levels of like cell blocks. Think like kind of like Walking Dead, if you ever seen the season.
It was a really cool place, but it was so
dirty.
Candyman, like there were needles everywhere.
Yeah, it was
trash.
But
people had put boards down so you could just walk on a board, so you didn't have to step in
all the trash.
Oh, and it just smelled like fucking human feces and.
Yeah, well, because on our way in, it was like already 2 a.m., so we just assumed even if there was people in there, they'd just be sleeping. But we walk in, or before we even walk in, you can hear something scurry. Like we heard an animal close to us, and we heard like it sounded like a bigger animal, probably a person, like moving around within the prison. And I don't know why, but we decided that was a good idea to go in. And
yeah, I'm like, I need a damn video. I'm said, fuck whoever's in here. I need to work.
Yeah, I need to check the footage. I was just trying to film everything. I wasn't really focusing on cinematography at the time because like after we saw the candle, I was just like, okay, I'm just focusing on like covering the rear and looking out for our surroundings. But while we were walking in, I saw like it looked like a shadowy figure move past. There was essentially like two doors that had collapsed and created like a V-shaped opening into like a section that was a little bit beyond where the what's it called? Where the candle room was, because it was just like a cell near the like administration area. And I was like, "There's someone back there." And we looked, and we couldn't see anyone, but it was a big room. They could have.
This is not like a huge prison. It's
no,
it's like a.
It's probably like 3 wings.
It's an old school, probably 1800s, smaller prison.
Yeah. So then we saw that. We looked around. And we didn't see anyone. We looked in that room. We couldn't really go into it too much because it was kind of like there was big barriers. But if there was somebody kind of like that knew the layout of the prison, maybe they could have gotten around without us noticing. But yeah, so then we turned to the left of that door was like the little narrow passageway that led into the area that had the candle. And I just remember like Dan was like filming the open, because it opened up into like a sort of like a cafeteria or like some sort of courtyard area or something. And then as he was filming that, I looked to our left, and in the small little room on the left, there was that lit candle, and it was like near the end of its wick, but it was like kind of freaked me out because it was like 2 a.m. at that point. It was running 2 a.m. And yeah, so we wrapped up filming in that area pretty quick, and I think I got it on camera, but as we were heading back out into the main cell block, there's like kind of like a big door that partitions the two areas, and Dan stepped over to go film the cells, and I was still kind of like just looking back at where the candle room was, and my light caught it. It was like I had my just like my phone light for my camera, and then I had my camera on a high ISO, so my camera could see more than I could see. So I got to check the footage. But in the doorway, I saw like a hand. It was like a hand and like part of the cuff, just like looming. I didn't see a head or anything. I just saw like a pale white hand and like part of the flannel like looming in the doorway. And then I shone the light at it and looked like a little bit closer. And I was like, I kind of wrote it off. I was like, oh, okay, that's just like some rubble or something. But then it moved and like slinked back beyond the door frame, and it like freaked me out. I like jumped over to where Dan was. I was like, there's someone like stalking us behind us. And I mean, it's one thing, like I've been in an abandoned place with homeless people before. Usually if you call out to them, they'll call back, or they'll just like kind of stay in their area and leave you alone. This person was like actively stalking us. And then I don't know if it was the same person or a different person, but Dan saw someone up on the second level as well, just not saying anything.
Well, the legs, somebody was standing there.
Yeah.
I don't know if they thought that I saw them or what, but yeah, they were only 10 feet away.
Yeah, that was...
We were on the first level, and they were standing up on this landing that Brennan was standing under. And
yeah.
So I was just like, at that point, I was like, I'm not going upstairs.
Yeah, I mean, there were cells that were tarped off too.
On the second level, they put tarps up and everything to cover up the cells that they were living in.
Yeah. And if you think about it like an L shape, pretty much. Like there's like 3 levels of like railings that are like open up into the main like cell block, kind of like in, if you ever seen, like I said, The Walking Dead. And then there's railings like all along this L shape with cells all along this L shape. I'm standing underneath one part of the L where the doorway is that connects the administration area where the candle room is. And then Dan's underneath this part of the L, kind of looking out, and he can see the railing that I'm standing under. And that's where he saw the guy standing. But my God, it was just, I remember he was like mouthing to me, he's like, there's someone above you. And I was like, fucking hell. Because I just came from the administration area, because I was like, I saw someone like behind us. So I was like, I don't want them to like trap us in, because there was kind of like, we only knew of the one way in and the one way out of the prison, and luckily we were able to kind of just like backtrack our way out, but it was just like, such an eerie experience because I've never.
By the way, Brandon and I have been staying up every night until 5 and 6 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah. So if it sounds like you're a little tired.
Last night I slept for a total of 3 hours.
Yeah.
If that. And I woke up and I couldn't fall back asleep. And then I just slept an hour and a half here on the bed. So I'm a little, and we're filming after this.
Yeah.
So I'm just looking forward to getting home so I can go into a deep coma and get some restorative rest.
Scott says Dan sounds tired. We're both tired. We're both kind of running on.
We've just been going, and we have
fumes, but we've gotten some good stuff. Like we were shooting until I think we got back at 5:30 in the morning last night. We were shooting down in Camden, and we'd just drive around up and down these like really run down and deprived streets. Lots of stories there too, but
deprived.
What? Like they were like very like derelict. I meant to say.
Oh.
Like just very very not good areas to.
Deprived. Very strange.
Well, maybe I was searching for a better word, but.
And Brendan and I also found this. Show them that.
Oh yeah. There's a human hand that Dan took a Polaroid of in behind some rubble. If you can see it in the center there, I'll get a little bit closer. But no, that's actually it's not a human hand, but well, it's a fake prosthetic hand. Dan's doing a
See, that didn't turn out.
It was too light.
It looked good in person, but then once you see it.
Yeah, Dan's doing a police Polaroid series on like, what are you calling it? Body parts?
Yeah, like body parts.
Yeah, so we have a hand, a finger. There's a couple limbs that we're going around.
They're gonna be aged. So I'm gonna like use some antiquing stain, and then do these, and it's gonna be like a little police number at the bottom. Evidence, maybe an evidence sticker would be fucking great.
Oh,
stick
yeah.
It right on there. Maybe I can make some evidence stickers.
That'd be awesome, yeah.
But anyway, if you want one, you have to buy, any purchase on thisisdanbell.com, if you buy something on thisisdanbell.com, a print,
yeah,
you will get one of these with the print. I'm not selling Polaroids anymore. I'm giving them away with a print purchase.
Oh yeah, we've been packing people's orders and have been dropping Polaroids and a bunch of extras for everybody in there and shopdanbell.com.
So cool. I don't want to get rid of them. That one. Show them that one.
Oh yeah, this is like another one we did. It's a hand in the grass. Sorry, I'm trying not to get the glare from the camera there. Just gotta angle it. But yeah, we shot these just outside of Camden. There was like sort of like it was like a government housing area, but I'm guessing they're probably redoing it or knocking it down and building new ones. But there was like rows and rows and rows of
I love this one.
These abandoned homes. Oh, it's violet. But yeah, so we were bringing this prosthetic hand. We bought it at like
And this one, you in the shower and you're pushing your own penis into your
Shut the
anus.
fuck up.
That is a pretty shot right there.
No, it's another one of Dan's hand project there. It's not me in the shower.
There's you using that masturbator thing we got.
Oh yeah, okay. Oh my god.
That was good.
It's another one of Dan's body parts. It's not. I'm not this perverted guy that
you
Dan
and the
is.
2 dildos.
Oh my god! Shut the fuck up. You are fucking horrible. Oh my god. We also
the sheep. I told you.
Shut the fuck
God.
What are you talking about?
These are shocking Polaroids. Thisisdanbell.com. If you purchase, you can get Brennan.
No.
Double penetration.
No, you will not get
Polaroids.
You will not get a Brennan double penetration Polaroid. It will be part of Dan's body part series, you fucking dick.
Oh, it's a body part, all right.
Oh my god. This is what I've had to put up with on the road. It has been nothing but this horrible, horrible humor. And Dan has been dragging me out too. I mean, it's been fun. But we've been going to all these, I don't know if you've seen any of this recent stuff. On the
massage parlors.
Yeah, we've been going out to Massage parlors and adult bookstores and stuff.
Adult bookstores. Last night we went to an adult, it's like a theater or a...
Yeah, it was an old,
and Brandon got fingered.
Okay, come on, you can't just say it. You gotta give context. It was, okay, so we went to this old, it was an projectionist, porn projection theater.
They
converted it into...
It was an old, it's a huge, it's a big place. It's like a store with a theater connected to it, but like a real theater.
Mm-hmm.
A small theater, but it's an old school cinder block theater with a booth that would have had a projector in it.
Yeah.
So they have built walls and dark rooms and all kinds of stuff in there.
It's like a haunted house. Picture a haunted house with all these dark hallways and corridors. It's all red lit, and there's tons of people roaming around. They're not talking. They're just roaming around, walking aimlessly, just staring.
They're not walking aimlessly.
Wow. You know what I mean.
They're on the hunt.
But it was, oh my God, it was so bad. So we step in there, and Dan's in the front, and then some guy walks past me, and he he feels my back, and then grabs my ass, and luckily it was over the pants, or else I probably would have backhanded the guy, but scared the shit out of me. That was the first 5 seconds of being in there. So interesting experience.
It literally scared the shit out of him. The guy's hand was covered.
What was it?
With liquid shit. And
no.
I thanked the guy. I was like, thank you for giving him that experience.
Oh my God. Yeah, and then Dan said, see, look what I do for you.
Just a little essay.
Oh my God.
This place is, it's in Philadelphia. It is the most unbelievable.
It was...
unbelievable depravity I've ever seen. I'm not going to judge people, whatever. I don't know how people go. There were homeless people in the back of the front of the theater where there's another room and then there's another video.
Yeah.
There's another video in the back. There's homeless people back there, laying down, passed out, smoking crack.
It was so crazy.
I was like, holy shit, I'm home.
Yeah, this is what it's like in Baltimore.
So I had to pee so bad.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. I was like, Brennan, I was having piss anxiety.
I was mortified too, because this guy
I had to pee. I mean, I'm like, how am I going to masturbate if I don't pee first? So I said, Brent, I've got to go. And there was a bathroom in the crack room.
Yeah, I was like, please just go outside. I don't want to go any deeper.
I'm like, Brennan, just come in with me. Just come in the bathroom with me.
If Dan left me alone, I don't know what would have happened.
So Brennan's holding the door shut.
Yeah, because it's just a single room, but there's no lock on the bathroom door.
It was the most disgusting bathroom. It had a shower in it.
It smelled like urine. I'm sure people pissed all over the floor. It smelled like shit and urine combined.
Like butt juice.
Yeah, I'm sure there was all sorts of bodily fluids littering that place. But Dan failed to mention that as we were walking into the bathroom, because as the guy was as he did that, he wandered into, there's a darker part where there's private booths kind of thing. And he wandered into there, but then as Dan's I gotta go to the bathroom, we start walking down this narrow hallway. The guy comes out of those dark booths and starts tailing us. And then Dan's I really gotta go, and I was like, please, don't leave me out here. He's like, okay, come in. So I come in with him, and I'm because the door doesn't have a lock, so I'm holding it shut, and I feel this guy trying to pull on the door, trying to get in, and I was like, oh my God. I was like, this is the worst situation I could have possibly been in. But
well, I'm feeling so when we go in, I use a hidden camera, and so the footage.
Were you recording in that place?
No, I didn't record that.
Oh yeah, you didn't bring the glasses.
It's too dark in there anyway. I have footage of the place.
You got a video in the bathroom.
Because I went there before to film the place, and then I was like, while we're here, I'm like, Brennan, you have to experience.
Yeah.
You've got to see this. Because Brennan's such a clean-cut kid from Canada.
I was not expecting
and that. I was like, you've got to fucking see this place, man. So I was really proud of him that he went
and got molested
and checked it out, because a lot of people would not even step foot in a place like that. But
it was.
I am just fascinated by it, and I have footage of the whole. Because when I went, it was empty. I think I went early in the day. So there was only one guy in there in the back, and he had his pants down. He was laying on a.
Oh my god!
He was on his knees, laying over a.
This was the same day.
The day I filmed the place.
Oh my god!
He didn't even acknowledge me. He just
was waiting and ready.
His butt went, "Hi." I said, "Oh my god, that's incredible!
Quite the talent."
I fed it a carrot.
Oh my god!
It was like a horse that had teeth. The tongue came out.
Yeah.
Oh, it's hungry. Here you go.
Ew. But yeah, no, it was like I don't even know how to describe.
But you can't be demonetized. So
yeah,
who gives a shit? Just let it flow.
Exactly. I'm not monetized right now, so might as well. But what was I gonna say? Yeah, it was just like I don't know. Just picture you go in, and there's like it's like a red lit room. This was the second one we did, by the way. The first one there was
as soon as we opened the fucking door, I smelled crack.
Yeah.
The reason I know what crack smells like is because
you smoke it every day.
My mother.
Your mother.
When she was nursing, she used to blow it in my face when I was suckling.
That explains a lot there, actually.
So
that explains a lot about you and your personality.
I have a lot of burn scars on my chest where she fell asleep with
the pipe.
With the pipe and
the chore boy tripped out.
Started burning me.
Oh my god! But
I love you, Mom.
She's probably watching. Like, oh my god, Daniel. His mom is the sweetest person, by the way. I met her for my first time, actually, when I came in.
Fuck her. Anyway.
You're such an asshole. But yeah, no. So we went in this room. It was like a big giant hallway. We did another one also. We did several film or adult
the
videos.
other one we got on camera, and it was light enough back there that, but it's just a bunch of fucking.
Yeah, that one was weird.
Not one person's attractive. They're just all so fucking heinous looking.
And they don't talk. They're like staring at the. There was one guy like folding his arms like this, staring at the wall. There was one guy like wandering around with like a weird smile. Like he kept walking up to Dan and I. He was like. And then there was another guy just like standing at the pool table, just staring. There's like a pool table in the middle of the room, and he's just sitting at the pool table and he's just staring at like there's like a TV with nothing on, and he was just like watching it as if there was like a sports game on or something.
So I pulled out the foot pocket.
Oh my god!
And started to have sex with the foot pocket in front of everyone. And
oh my god! Yeah, we also we would walk around the stores afterwards, and we'd look at the horrible items.
The item is a foot with a vagina on the bottom of it.
Yeah. Completely.
That you can have sex with. It's a foot.
Exactly, I thought they were NPCs. But
we should have bought that just for shits and giggles.
I would have never wanted. Imagine that. My parents had, oh, what's this on the credit card bill?
And your mom's like, is this a mannequin? Oh my god.
Oh my god. I'd be disowned. But yeah, no, we filmed with a couple of adult video stores, and we spent a lot of time down in Camden, where we were filming. Oh my god! Last night we were driving around. There was this one lady. Dan, you got some footage of it. We were driving at like 2 a.m.
That was the only thing I filmed of these people. I don't want to film like people in Camden and
yeah.
We went over and drove on Kensington to see, the scene down there, which is just so fucking pitiful.
Yeah.
Because it's like your jaw hits the ground. You're just like, oh my god.
During the day, honestly, was scarier than during the night. Like there was so many people up and about, and everyone's either trying to like sell you drugs, prostitute themselves for drugs, or like ask you for drugs. It was just like a complete junkie town.
We were driving and I looked over and I went, oh my god.
Oh no.
And I turned the truck around. I said, Brendan, you have to see this.
It was...
You have to see it. And I said, we got to the alley. I said, look,
Yeah. So, do you want me to describe what it was?
Yeah.
Oh my. Okay, so Dan's just look to your right, and I'm looking to my right as we're driving by, and then we pass this alleyway, and there was this girl that we saw constantly she was like waving us down when we were trying to drive through the neighborhood because she was trying to, I guess, prostitute herself, and she is butt naked, like ass above head, with her ass pressed up against the wall, and she's shitting. I guess there was no better spot than right out in the open alley to shit down the wall, and it was just like a massive pile.
It was so hot.
Chris says, "Are you guys ever gonna take a nice vacation?"
Are you? This is lovely.
Yeah,
This is like being in Capri, the French Riviera.
Yeah.
Or going to the Bahamas or Florida. So, I mean, we did Atlantic City, we did Camden, New Jersey, we did
Kensington Street, Philadelphia. Oh my God, that was another place. But yeah, and then we went back today to the that spot in Camden, and it was still like a giant pile, bigger than than should be humanly possible in that alleyway.
We went to take photos of it, pictures.
Yeah, Dan's got a Polaroid, so one lucky person that buys a print will get that.
No, I did not take a picture of a pile of shit.
One lucky person will get the alley poop Polaroid. But yeah, just like I think my bot, the chat bot just said, if you guys want to join our Discord, as you can see, our mods in here are heavily outnumbered. There's a link in the description below. I will be taking
What are you talking about, a chat bot?
some moderation applications. I have Streamlabs. I have it set for timed messages, so it'll occasionally.
Oh.
It just promotes the Discord and promotes asks people to subscribe.
How many people are watching?
We have 310 right now.
Oh.
Thank you guys. It's a very, very busy night for us here in this motel room.
Oh, and make sure you subscribe to Brennan's Boring Channel.
Hey, thank you.
You'll be...
My boring channel.
You won't be glad you did. Let's just say that. But I have seen the content on Brennan's channel, and if it were a DVD, I would toss it in a dumpster.
Thanks, Dan.
But,
It'll help you. I stream late at night like this, so it'll help you go to sleep if it's any consolation. I got some people asking what Discord is. If you don't have it, don't worry. It's just like a chat room where I'm trying to
it's a bondage.
Get a
it's a bondage website.
It is not a bondage website. It is a chat room where we're building a community. We have several different. There's threads.
No, he's lying. Tie my balls up with Discord.
No. What the fuck? I talk in there.
It's a bondage website.
Pretty frequently. So if you want to talk to me, not about bondage, just about regular, normal.
Tie my fucking hands
human
up with Discord.
No. There's a link down in the description.
Tie my balls up with Discord.
Don't tie your balls up with Discord. Join our Discord in the link in the description below. You've had Discord before, remember?
Yeah, I don't know. I can't figure it out.
You just type on the keyboard, Dad.
No, well, Sal was.
Oh, he was monitoring.
He was
modding
modding it or something. I haven't gone on there. I don't know if people are on there or not. I would just go to. I'd rather people go on R. Dan Bell.
Yeah, well, I'm not Dan enough to have a Reddit page, but.
What does that mean?
I'm not big enough to have a Reddit page.
You have to be big to have a Reddit page.
I mean, you have to have a sizable community. It's people have to actively create it.
Well, I am 300 pounds, so it's sizable, all right.
Fair. But what was I gonna say? Yeah, so we did that. We went down to Camden. We went to Kensington, which was very interesting. We were driving around. Dan was telling me all these old disco stories back in the day, or not club stories. Sorry, disco. I don't know why I keep saying disco. Back in his club days, very interesting spots he used to go to. Where New York, Philly.
Shampoo. We used to go to Shampoo in Philly.
Shampoo in Philly.
Nobody's gonna know what that fucking is.
I'm sure some people, Philly locals would know the history. But yeah, basically we've been on the road. We got lots to do still because we're gonna do some podcasts when we get back. Gonna do some urbex when we get back, and we got some urbex to do tonight. Some exciting locations that we got to share with you guys. But no, I messed up by saying disco. Don't press in on the disco thing. It was his club scene back in the day. He was playing some beats. We were going down Kensington Street, playing all that club music.
Frankie Knuckles.
Frankie Knuckles. What was the other one I got? It was like Ben something.
Oh, you like George Benson?
Yeah,
but that wasn't. That just came on.
Oh, fair. I thought that was part of your.
The time is calling. You know the spirit of the party starts to come alive.
Oh yeah.
Though the day is dawning.
We stayed at probably. It was the nicest hotel of the trip. Was actually coincidentally also the ugliest exterior of the trip. It was what was that place called? The Grand Tree.
The DoubleTree.
The DoubleTree. If you
in Cherry Hill.
Yeah, that's where we were last night. Was in Cherry Hill because it was kind of like centralized around Camden.
It was a weird looking building outside. It was.
It looks
had
like
gold windows, you know.
Yeah, it was like a government style building, if that makes sense. It was like it looked like not like city hall, but like government offices, and then they had like these solar panels and like car parks outside and stuff. But yeah, what was your highs and lows of the road trip so far, would you say?
Lows were being too tired to live show on Saturday.
Oh my god.
With Violet.
Yeah. We needed like a full day of recovery there because we were getting like 3 hours of sleep a day.
We were in Atlantic City fucking going to bed when it's getting light outside.
Yeah, exactly.
And not like staying asleep until like 6 o'clock or 7 in the evening. We're getting up at fucking 10.
Yeah, to go back out.
Just go.
Yeah, we were doing some stuff on it was the Eastbound Strangler. We were filming some of like the roads back there.
Oh yeah, but we didn't really go. I mean,
yeah, we didn't do anything.
It was just like a cocaine-fueled fucking hooker orgy when we were in Atlantic City.
Yeah, that was crazy.
I got some coke for us, and we were snorting bumps at the Hampton Inn.
Yeah, someone asked if we went to the...
You're not paying any attention to what I'm saying, are you?
I was trying to read some comments. Yeah. You said we were doing what?
I said we were doing cocaine and hookers.
Yeah, of course we were doing that. No, we weren't fucking doing cocaine and hookers. I'm sorry. We were doing those Asian massage parlors. FRS says my hairline's receded an inch since the last time we saw you. I just have a widow's peak. It's because right now this side is like coming down, so it makes this side look a lot more up. But normally it's just like this. I guess like this, but it's
we were going to we went to 4 spas. The first spa I went to.
Oh my god.
Now I want to make it clear before I start talking about this. Brennan had sex with more of the hookers than I did.
Yeah, we were keeping a tally.
So I want to just.
I picked up 7. Dan only didn't want to. He tapped out at 2. you were trying to get me to wince with that one.
We. I just want to say, like, I was using a hidden camera, but you won't see any of the women. I'm not gonna like.
No, you won't want to.
I don't want to exploit the women who are kidnapped and forced to work there.
Yeah.
And I don't.
We're kidnapped and forced to work.
I don't want to. I also don't want to. I'm not going to give out the names of the places that we're in. But I think people will be interested to see the inside of one of these operations. The ones in Atlantic City are just pure. The first one I went to, it's around the corner from this little porn shop, Taboo. It was Taboo. It's like one of the worst. It's like one of the worst blocks at night on Atlantic.
Oh my god!
So it's this little side street, and there's a sign on this wall.
The Lucky 7.
The Lucky 7 Spa, and then right underneath is a door.
Yeah, I think we showed them at Thursday what the entrance looked like.
Yeah, I think so.
Dan sent me in there. We went
Well,
to.
I went in first.
Yeah.
And I didn't wear glasses because I was like, I'm not filming this. And now I wish I had.
Yeah.
But I went upstairs. You walk in, and this is an old office building, and it smells like mold. It's just such a moldy. You know what I'm?
Yeah.
I
was in there.
And
it's like musty, and like the carpets are
dirty, and so I walk. You turn the corner, and then there's a stairwell. They spray painted spa on the wall with an arrow, with an arrow pointing up the stairs.
Yeah, they didn't bother with like any sort of signage. It was just like spray paint arrow, SPA, that way.
So I go up the stairs, and there's a door with another doorbell. So I ring that bell, and I can hear her shoes.
It's a pink reinforced door.
Yeah.
It's like solid metal with like a slider and like a grate that protects the slider, and it's like painted pink to look like nice and inviting, but it's just.
So she opens the door, and in the Google, the ads show these like 21-year-old beautiful.
Yeah, Asian babes.
With big boobs, and they're like perfect.
Oh my god.
And then like a 70-year-old woman answers the door.
It was so.
I was like, holy hell. So she takes me in, and I'm thinking maybe she's the mama-san, which is like the lady that runs the place. I was looking it up. They all say mama-san.
Oh, really?
I think it's like the lady, like
the housekeeper or whatever?
The main lady or whatever.
Yeah.
The one with the whip and the cattle prod. So
the keeper of the house.
She the lady takes me back, and to the right was a table shower, which is just basically a vinyl massage table that the guys get on naked, and then the women wash.
They scrub you down.
Wash you.
Yeah.
She takes me in She takes me in this massage room. It's a big room. It's lit in red, and there's a queen size fucking bed in the middle of it.
That's your massage table.
What is the hell kind of massage is this? So I'm sitting there, and she's like, I'll be right back, and she leaves, and she comes back again, and she's like, okay, massage is $200. I said, $200? I was like, for a massage?
Yeah.
$200?
A bit expensive there.
And she goes, no, that's for everything. And I was like, what do you mean everything? And she goes, table shower, massage, and boom boom.
That was the standard there.
She said boom boom. I was like, boom boom. So I was like, yeah, that sounds good. And I was like, do you take credit cards, knowing that there's no way that this place is going to take credit cards? And they don't take credit cards.
You got the boom boom
so
out of there.
I said, oh, damn it. I'm like, where's the nearest bank machine? And she tells me it's down the street. And I said, I'll be right back. And I didn't, of course I didn't go back, but
yeah.
I said to Brennan, I said, this is your introduction. You have to.
Just making sure it's charging.
You have to go up and do this.
Oh my god, it was like my initiation.
So I said, you got to go in and you got to see this place. You have to see it.
You got to experience it.
And he's like, okay, I'll do it. And he goes in, and as soon as you walked in, I'm like, why did I have you wear the glasses?
I know.
Like that, I was just like, why are we not using the glasses?
I was so, wait, it's leaning now. I was so terrified to enter that place. It was like, sorry, let me adjust the camera. Oh God. There goes our whole shooting rig. My bad. Okay, sorry, chat.
Why don't you tighten it on the back?
The tightening screw came off, so it's just like loosely sitting on there to fit it.
Oh, I see.
But yeah, so then Dan sends me up by myself. I was like, this was like the first time before we did anything. It was like right after we finished our stream on Thursday, which is still on the channel if you haven't seen it, but it basically just, we're driving around Atlantic City. But it was like 3 a.m. We drove around a little more, just kind of chatting, like seeing what the nightlife was like. And then all of a sudden, Dan pulls up and stops. And he's like, it's time. And I look over and we're outside the Lucky 7 spa. And I was like, oh my God, no. So it was like, I don't get like super nervous, but like this was like, it's the most, you guys, if you saw the stream, you saw the outside of this door. It is the most intimidating looking building.
It's so barren and cold and
yeah,
it's just creepy looking.
The sign's old. You are lucky if you're one of the 7 people that survived from the experience
seriously.
there. But so anyways, I
you
get
really
out.
are rolling the dice if you go up there and have sex with that old woman.
I leave my wallet with Dan, and because I was like, okay, that's gonna be my out. I'm just gonna say I left my wallet in the car because I have nothing to pay with. But I walk in and it's exactly as he described. It's like you step in and there's like a light above the first floor that's like flickering, and then it says to spa, and then there's like another. It leads out to the stairs, and then there's a spray painted arrow saying spa just on the wall. So I walked up and followed that, and like I passed the armored door. It doesn't like say anything. It's just a pink like reinforced door. So I was like, okay, maybe this is like a residency or something. Like usually if there's like a massage, like Lucky 7, it'll say some sort of branding. And then I start walking to the 3rd floor and I see there's no light. It's just a darkly lit stairwell. And thankfully, because I was about to start heading up there, I hear some voice call out like, are you here for massage? And
Stupid.
yeah, I was like, are you here for massage? And I was like, yeah. And, oh wait. For us, point up arrow. Oh, somebody said Brennan is a virgin. I was just scared. If you were in this situation, I got much more like bold as the night went on because we just like continued into the night.
Well, when he came back down, I was like, I want to film one.
Yeah.
And so.
But here we are. I gotta finish telling
you.
So she's like, you want a massage? Are you here for massage? And I was like, yeah. So I walked back to the door and she like. She's like, just one second or whatever, and she walks up. You can hear her walking up, and then she like cracks the door open, and she's like standing on the other side, and it was the scariest looking like old lady in like this like nightgown. You can tell she's probably been working at this place for like years. And I don't mean to rag on anyone, but it was just like it was so intimidating. And then
it was like false advertising.
Yeah, to the max. Oh my God. So then
it's ridiculous. They show these like beautiful women.
Yeah.
And then you get there and it's an old
like
grandma. I mean, the woman was literally like probably 70 years old.
It was literally a jump scare. Like she opened the door and like stuck her head out, and I was like, oh my! Like I didn't know what to say. I started like stuttering and like freezing.
She had like 10 layers of like makeup, like oil makeup on.
Yeah.
I mean, she just looked so like haggard.
And she was like, massage, and I was like, yeah. So then she leads me in, and I was like, and then she's like, you want massage? And then she didn't say a price. I can't remember what she said after that. But then I was just like panicking because I was looking around, and you're just in like this like little like waiting room kind of thing, and it's just me and her, and she's standing between the door now, and I'm like trapped on the inside of this like parlor, and I'm like, oh my God, she's not gonna let me out of here. So then. Then I was just like, I'm like tapping my pants. She's like, oh, you want massage? And I was like tapping my pants. I was like, oh shit, I don't have. Oh no, I remember what she said. She said, is the guy in the car downstairs with you? And that's when I started panicking because she must have had a camera outside.
Yeah, she has a camera.
Looking at Dan because Dan just dropped me off right in front of he pulled up right out front and just let me out of the car. And I was like, oh yeah, that's my friend. And I was like, oh shit, I don't have my wallet on me. I need to go grab some money. And she's like, are you coming back? And I was like, yeah, let me come back. And I just booked it out of there. And it was probably like in the span of like 2 to 5 minutes max.
5. It was 2 minutes.
But it was...
it was so fast, I was like, what the hell happened?
I was just like shocked. It was like my first time ever going into like a place like that. It was just a big like... I didn't know what to expect. And it was probably, would you say, the worst of the worst for those...
Oh, yeah.
Like, it was hyper intimidating.
The last place we went, at least the women were... somewhat like
youthful or
40s, maybe younger, but basically going it like we went to one of them. This lady answered the door who she looked like she had just rolled out of bed.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it was late, so she was probably sleeping or something. And I actually I'm here now. I know how she felt. But it's Brent and I together, so it like confuses everyone. They're like, "Why are these two guys here together?" And I'm like, "Can we get a couples massage?" Like,
yeah.
I'm like trying to like. So the lady says, "Do you want to see the girls?" And I'm like, "Yeah, bring them out." And they bring out these two women who I'm like, girls. I'm like, these ladies have not been girls in
they were probably
decades. I'm like, these are old ladies.
Yeah, like early to mid 60s, and they both had like old school mullets and were wearing like this just weird like lingerie dress.
Yeah.
It was very scary, but like, cause like after I got to the Lucky Seven, Dan's like, oh shit, I really want to film some of these places.
I don't think it's scary. I just think it's like depressing and.
It was definitely sad, yeah, to see that. That sort of
can you
scenario.
imagine the one lady had this like really bad plastic surgery, and she like, I'm just looking at them and I'm like, it's 3:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
What the hell kind of life is this?
They
like,
probably make good money.
Oh my god!
Probably good.
But that place, they only wanted $70 for an hour, but then you would have to
pay for like
negotiate for extra, I guess.
But that one was crazy. That one, we opened the door.
The two women just looked at us like everyone was so confused.
Yeah, well, because we were like, we kept asking, we're like, can we do a group massage or a couples massage? Because I didn't want to like go off in. There was one, the first one we went into, the lady separated us into 2 different rooms.
Yeah.
But we went in there knowing we didn't have money to like actually get the massage. We were just trying to like, just kind of like seeing the sights for shits.
Well, yeah, I just wanted to get footage.
Yeah, the morbid curiosities.
Because I got these new camera glasses. I got the first pair came, and the glasses did not. They have a camera like in the middle, but it has like a little window covering it.
Yeah.
I don't feel confident wearing those.
Well, because if you get like this distance between Dan and I, you can see, like, if you look at the center of the glasses, it's like visibly a camera lens here.
But then I ordered another pair, and these you cannot tell at all. There's like 2 pinholes on each side on this here, and the one pinhole has the lens, and the other pinhole has a microphone.
And
you cannot see. It just looks like
they're
a regular pair of glasses.
So discreet, it's crazy. So like they would never.
Of course, I'm probably breaking laws doing this, but I'm not going to show. I would never show the
the people or the business or whatever. But
no, I'm gonna. They'll be blurred out, but you'll be able to see kind of what the experience is like going in and.
Yeah, the first one we went into.
Where did I get this idea from? I mean, what is wrong with me?
I don't know. I think it was just such a shock because you were fixating on that one spa, the first one that you went into all day.
I said I have to.
Have to
go in there.
It was just a very side street, sketchy place.
It just looked like something out of a horror movie.
And it was something out of a horror movie. It was horrible.
What the hell what am I filming?
Yeah.
It's crazy, this stuff.
But,
porn theaters and fucking bookstores and booze.
The Grady experience, exactly. Using a,
Oh
you started.
My God.
Everyone watching those videos of the new videos of Dan's got him down this rabbit hole here. 2 young jigaloos surfacing the prawn boots, someone said. But
see, the thing is, I think a lot of people find it interesting because you would never think. A lot of people just drive past these places; they never go in. So, from the comfort of your own home, you can watch this footage of the inside of these places.
You can have us experience those horrors for you.
Yeah. It's the same, I mean, I can't just keep doing them because it's going to be so monotonous.
Yeah.
But I do post the, uncensored footage on Patreon. It's lightly censored. I don't show nudity, or the movies. I don't show the films; they're blurred out.
Yeah.
But I do a softer blur on Patreon, so you can kind of tell what's going on the screen.
Yeah.
I can't do that on YouTube.
Well, because there's some scenes where they're literally just right up in the camera, so you gotta blur like a lot of it.
Yeah.
In the whatever would be the public release or whatever.
Right, and then I do sort of a tour of the actual store. I show different items and stuff that I can get away with on Patreon. YouTube.
Yeah, they'll demonetize that in a second. But
Yeah.
it was crazy. The first place we went to after we both, because like once I got out of that first experience and Dan saw me have the wide eye where I was like, what the hell are we doing? Dan's like, well, I think we should go and film some other ones. So we roll up to the first one we filmed. It was this one lady entered the door in the yellow top. Do you remember? It was like very low ceilings. It felt like there was very low clearing, and then
The first one we filmed?
yeah, the first one we filmed was like the lady with like she had like a pot belly. She was wearing like a white top. I don't mean to be mean. I just don't.
Sound horrible.
I just don't really know how else to describe it. But like all these
the one that was the giggler.
that one.
Ugh.
She wouldn't stop laughing. They have this like distinct laugh, but she wouldn't stop laughing, and it made the whole experience more awkward.
She's like, and I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
what the fuck are you laughing at?
It was like a very nervous like laughter. So she walks us back there, and then we're asking if we can do a doubles massage just for the sake of not being split up. And she's like, oh no, and then she like ushers me off into like this one room, and it's like my worst nightmare. I'm being separated and put into like. The rooms are tiny. It's
Now,
like
if I worked there and two guys came in, I would jump
on the
at them wanting to do a massage together because I'd be like, you could make
double the money.
Double the money, maybe even more.
But yeah, she like basically pushed me into this like tiny little. It was like the size of an average bathroom, and then Dan went into the other room, and luckily Dan like called because she was asking me what I wanted. And I was like, I don't know, I want to do like a couples massage. She's like, you can't do that.
Blowjob.
Yeah, no. And then Dan called her back, and he's like, oh shit, like I don't have cash, and he's like talking to her.
I was like, Brandon, this is your present.
Yeah.
I was like, so I was like, you don't take credit cards? She's like, no, and I said, oh man, I was like, god damn it. And then I'm waiting for the one to be like, sure, give me your card.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Thankfully, they were all under the table businesses, but yeah. So then, when she's like, no card, like there's an ATM in the store across, and she like escorts us out, and you can see
at the porn store next door.
Yeah.
You gotta go next door to a porn store.
Which we also filmed, by the way. But
yeah, we went. I took Brendan in there. There was nobody there, thankfully.
Yeah, that one was empty, so we could have the black light. And
yeah,
film all that stuff.
we were
but
walking around nude and
yeah,
it was so much fun.
No, we weren't.
Such a great time.
I'm like immune to your sarcasm at this point.
I had a great time.
But yeah, no, it was weird. As we were being walked out too, you could look. There was like sheared curtains, and if you look to your left, there was like literally an open room with a lady giving a guy a massage. Like they had like a table that was down the hallway, and I guess
I know
it was just out in the open. I was like, oh my god!
I couldn't believe it. I looked over. I was like, Dad, what the fuck are you doing?
Dad, I thought you were back in Baltimore. Where's Mom? What's going on? But yeah, that was the first one we filmed. The second one we filmed was the one with the mama-san that answered. Or no, was that the third one? No, that was the second one we filmed. Was the one with the mama-san that answered.
Yeah, the second one was the one over by Hard Rock, and then the other one was more down.
Yeah.
In that sort of that downtown by the Hilton.
Yeah, so that was
the in Hilton.
The second one. What was I gonna say? The second one was the one with the mama-san, and they were very confused because I walked into the same massage room with Dan, and they were just kind of like standing there, like staring at each other, not really knowing what to do.
Yeah.
And it was just like kind of awkward. And then we were like, "Do you take card?"
They're like, oh, two homos.
Oh my god.
Two homos.
We were like, yeah, well, I mean, what else could you see when they're like, can we get a group massage, please?
Are there any men that work here?
I bet they've never... Never seen that before.
Actually, can we just have the massage room? We just want to massage each other.
Yeah, we're just looking for
we're just looking for a room rental
with a bed. Yeah, $200. We'll pay whatever.
How much for the oils?
Yeah, but then the third one we went to, the lady, I don't know, they were definitely younger, but they were still probably in like their early 40s.
Oh, that was the.
Yeah, she kept rubbing her. Dan was
asking,
asking.
I was like, so what do you get? It was $250 or $200?
Yeah, $250.
She said $250 for everything. I was like, so what do you get for $250? And she goes,
yeah.
I'm like, what does that mean?
Somebody said I'm wasting my time watching the vice president debate. Well, this is much more interesting to tune in here. But yeah, he's like, what did you get for $250? And she was just like, she didn't really want to, like, it was very uncomfortable for them to talk about it, I guess. She just would start laughing. They all would just start laughing whenever you ask them, like, what do you get? They'd just be like, oh,
yeah,
or whatever. And then behind us, because our backs, she kind of was like facing this like lounge, and our backs were to like the massage room, and we hear like, it sounded like the most violent toilet flush I've ever heard in my life. Like, they must have 10 out of 10 water pressure in that facility, because it was so loud that it literally echoed throughout the lounge there. And then some other lady comes out and she's like rubbing her hands, and I was like, oh my god. And then they were kind of on either side of us, and that's when we decided to ask them if they took credit card and bow out from there. But yeah, then that was the last one we filmed. We did try one more, but they were closed or they didn't answer the door, and that was the one that we saw police out front.
Yeah, I just wanted to get enough footage to show like a range, because honestly, it's only maybe 5 minutes of usable stuff.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, because we're just going in, we're talking to them.
But this isn't like some undercover thing. I'm not going to show the ladies.
No. The point isn't to exploit anyone. It's just to show people this otherwise unique experience.
You get to walk in. I don't think anyone's ever filmed them. Oh, that's a lie. Just go to X Hamster.
Oh my god.
There are people in X Hamster who will hide their phone, their camera phone, in the massage room while they're having sex with the woman.
Yeah.
And they post the videos on there, and it's like, oh my god. Because I typed in Atlantic City massage parlor, and it popped up under X Hamster. That dude, the black dude, is the one who does all these. His whole thing is just video after video after video of him going to massage parlors.
We were at like Wawa sitting outside, and it was like Dan was like pulling up these videos and blasting them full volume in his car. People are like shopping and getting like their like snacks for the day or drink or morning coffee or whatever. And Dan's like blasting these. He's like, "Oh, Brennan, look at this one," and he like shows like this guy, and it's like this guy just like piping this poor woman. He's like, "Oh yeah, oh come here, baby," and it's like full volume in front of all these people. And I'm like, "Please turn it down." I would like crank the dial, and Dan would crank it right back up. We definitely got a couple stares.
It pissed me off because you don't understand. I miss my sister.
That reminds you of her.
No, she's in the film. It's the only time I get to see her and hear her voice, or her moaning at least.
Screaming.
I turn it up. You're like, Dan, turn that down. There's children. Fuck those kids.
Dan,
roll the window up.
We're in a park, Dan. Please turn off your porn.
It's the only time I get to see my sister.
That's fair. I mean, I guess I should have let you have that private family time, but I didn't really feel comfortable that you kept trying to show me, you know? Oh my god. It was like every like 5 minutes he'd find a new video and he'd be like, "Oh, look at this one. This one shows her like slapping the guy," or something like that.
Oh, the one she just, in the middle of it, she just hits him and starts laughing. I'm like, what is she doing? He just stops and looks at her like, what the
Someone said, "How special. You get to spend that nice time with your sister."
Yeah.
Oh my
That's
god.
sweet.
But yeah, so then that was Atlantic City. We went all around Jersey filming various abandoned places. There was a lot of places in Newark. We drove around the streets of Newark trying to find this one school. There was like a school that we saw on the way in. and it was like Twilight Zone. We wandered around like where we thought it would be for like days.
Atlantic City, Newark.
Yeah, Kensington Street, Philadelphia.
And then Camden.
And Camden is the
3 of the most deplorable metropolitan areas imaginable.
In Baltimore.
And we're like vacationing.
We got the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse.
We've been working like fucking mad. I mean, we're just constantly going and going and going.
Yeah, you can see. I mean, Dan
like
is
Saturday when I was supposed to do a live stream. I didn't even do a video last week because I was just so exhausted. Well, I did put out something on Wednesday.
Yeah. Wolf knows what we know about Camden. He's like, Camden's crazy.
Oh, it's horrible.
Yeah, you did get something filmed. We just didn't have any time or energy to edit it. We've been like
the woman screaming last night. Remember that?
Oh my God! Yeah. So we've been in Camden for like a couple of days. We spent like 2 or like 1.5 days out in Camden, and first off, we were like pulling up around this area, and this woman's like screaming at us, like literally has her arms behind her back. Some guy's like holding her arms, and she's like, "Oh my God!" Like she's having like a bad trip. It was.
It's like 4 in the morning.
Sad and terrifying. Yeah, it was like 4 in the morning.
So I pulled around the block, and I pulled up close to them and turned my lights off because I wanted to film some of it. And as soon as I turn my camera on, this guy walks past the truck.
Yeah.
And he's like, "What's wrong with her? Shut the fuck up."
Yeah. He's like...
And the cops show up, and she's screaming and hysterical, and...
Yeah, the cops shut off part of the street. They block down the street. So Dan, we can't even get through anymore, and we're just watching, this scene unfold in front of us. It was just like something out of a nightmare.
I mean, these people there, the women, they have no teeth. Is that a cockroach on there? You see it on the back of there?
Is it on this? No, yeah. That's a hole. That's a hole.
Okay.
We have seen some cockroaches running around in this motel room.
We saw one.
Well, there's also the one smashed into the carpet.
Yeah, but that one's dead, so that's okay.
One less we have to worry about. But yeah, so then the police block off our exit off of that road. So Dan pulls into this little alleyway it's like overgrown between the backyards of these houses. Yeah. And we're driving, and then the backyards end on the one side, and it's an open, like, I guess they knocked down a bunch of stuff, so it's just like a big field. Yeah. And there's like trees. And we saw like this shady figure walk into the alleyway there, and I'm just looking like out my window, and Dan drives past this one big tree, and there's a guy leaning up against the tree with like his eyes bugged like this, and I kid you not, it was like 5 feet or less. It was like maybe like 2 feet from my face because it was right beside the truck, and it scared the shit out of me. He was like staring into my soul. I was like, oh my God. Wearing all black, he has his hood up. He's like...
The people there are... every woman is prostituting.
Yes, you get a lot of
They have no teeth. They're 90 pounds. They look so, broken down. It's like...
It's sad. It's very sad.
They're just... they have lesions. They're out there. I'm like, who the fuck is picking up these women? Because these women have to get high every day.
Yeah.
And you see some that aren't so bad, like they're probably new. And then you see other ones that have been doing it for like years.
Yeah.
That woman with the purple hair.
Oh my God.
She looked like Charlotte Ray in the fucking Good Witch, if you guys remember that.
Yeah, and
the 80s kids remember the Good Witch with Charlotte Ray and Fairuza Balk. That's what the woman looked like. She looked like Charlotte Ray. If Charlotte Ray was 90 pounds.
she went on a weight reduction. And they lose their teeth, and the teeth are obviously like a big part of your facial structure, so their cheeks are like sinking in too. And it
makes you look like 30 years older than you actually are.
Yeah, it's sad to see. Or it's either that, or maybe perhaps they're fans of Dan Bell. Everyone was waving at us on the street.
Because the women, I don't understand how like the one we saw wearing the Marilyn Monroe t-shirt today.
Oh yeah.
How does she turn tricks?
I don't know.
We saw a guy in a BMW pick up a homeless woman.
Oh my God, that was
out of a homeless camp that was back on this road under a bridge.
Yeah,
He's sitting out there. I'm like, what is this BMW doing parked here by this homeless camp? He picked up the broad who was living there.
Yeah, that was crazy.
I was like, oh my God.
Because Dan was like, we were just driving down like the back roads leading out of the area because we were just trying to see like get a general sense of what was going on and just like kind of like find our way around the neighborhood. And so we're driving down this one. It's kind of like a dead end road that leads into this. It was some sort of mineral that they were refining or something. Slag. And we get to this around this bend, and there's nothing but an old train bridge and a homeless camp under the train bridge, and there's a brand new BMW that's sitting there. And there's a guy sitting in the BMW, and I don't know what he's doing. It looks like he's either texting or he's looking down at.
He looked like a dirtbag.
Yeah, he looked like the very stereotypical like seedy, sketchy, like small, scrawny guy. I don't know what he was doing, we do know what he was doing because we saw the after effects, but he was sitting right outside this like homeless encampment. We drove around, and then we did a U-turn and came back, and we got to see, like, made eye contact with the guy, and he looked very, like deer in the headlights as we drove past him. But then later on, because we were driving up and down the strip, we drive back down the road towards the road where he was, and we see his car coming the other way, and he has the homeless woman in his car, in his passenger seat. So he was...
It wasn't Make-A-Wish.
No. He was definitely taking her to a motel.
He wasn't rescuing her.
We were both appalled. Like, it was just... I don't know. It was...
Camden is probably one of the worst places I've...
It had nicer pockets. Like, the downtown core wasn't bad.
I'm talking about Broadway.
Yeah, Broadway Street was
Broadway is the most horrible...
There was
all the businesses are abandoned, and it's just...
There was a drive-by shooting while we were there, too. The two double homicide.
A citizen came up. I don't know if they were dead, but they got shot, but...
Yeah. Just imagine every stereotype from, like, a sketchy neighborhood, and it was amplify that by 10, and that's what driving around there was. We thought it would be worse at night, but honestly, it's a lot less active. I mean, there's, like... A lot more people just passed out on the road or on the sidewalks or just like...
Yeah, but at night, the people are 10 times crazier.
Yeah, that's true. There's a lot less volume of people. I guess that's... Sorry, my hair... Ever since FRS made that receding hairline comment, I've been like looking at my hair in the thing. It's self-conscious. I know, I'm just kidding.
What the hell? You don't have receding hairline.
He was just making a joke, but what was I going to say? But yeah, it was like we drove there during the day and it was like so active. And I guess there was like... drug dealers in there parked up with like they were like leaning over their like new Audis and stuff, and like behind them was like a fallen down, burned out.
I mean, another thing, like we're at this motel. We're not gonna say where it is because we gotta film tonight. But
yeah,
across from us, that Range Rover.
Yeah,
that is a brand new Range Rover. That car is probably $125,000. Somewhere around there. What the hell? If you have that kind of vehicle, what are you doing staying here?
Yeah, I have no idea. It was like
this place is a shithole. Did you see all the lights that are blinking?
Yeah, it's like
ugh. And the lady when we check in here on the counter.
Oh my god!
They had like 8 boxes on the counter of Narcan.
Yeah,
So if someone's ODing, you can run to the office and grab some Narcan.
I was afraid we were gonna have like fentanyl in the room or something like that. Like it was just like
the room is not terrible.
It's not horrible. The bed is fine.
Like my skin's not crawling. I was able to sleep.
The cockroaches were definitely not great. I mean, we saw one cockroach, but
if I saw more than one, I would have been. But it was just one roach behind the door, so it's fine.
The room definitely would not pass. Like you wouldn't want to spend the night here, but. What was I going to say?
I could spend the night here.
I don't know if I could.
It's not that bad.
The bathroom is... Would you want to shower in that shower?
I would lay a towel down in the tub.
Oh, so you don't touch it?
And stand on the towel, yeah.
That's fair. But it was... when we were filming ADR, did you ever see those boxes?
What?
Of the Narcan?
No.
Like that was crazy.
I've never ever seen that before.
Cause Dan had because I was checking us in, and Dan went to the car and got his glasses and he filmed the lobby, and I didn't even realize because I was just focused on filling out the papers to get the room, but Dan's like, Brennan, look, and he like nods over to the right side of the counter, and on the right side there's literally 8 boxes of Narcan, which is like absolutely insane. I was like,
I mean, a place like this, you need it. People OD in these places all the time.
Yeah, but I mean, like we had just never seen that before. Like that was just like
no, I never.
They were preparing for someone to like yo-yo like that. They should have been handing them out on Broadway Street there. That was.
Oh, they do. I'm sure everyone there has a box of Narcan in there,
like ready to
in
roll.
their bag, just in case.
Yeah, like when we saw that lady screaming in the middle of the night, it was like 3 a.m. or 4 a.m. or something, and
she didn't need Narcan.
Yeah, well, when
she was wide awake.
When the police came, she stopped screaming and like literally ran. They all dispersed.
And the guy that was trying to help her, he took off real fast.
Yeah, that was the end of that. Even libraries have Narcan and for free too. Catherine says, "Oh my God!"
Yeah, they give them out everywhere.
Didn't even know that, but yeah, it's. Absolutely was a
They'd probably be like, my friend's dying, can I get the Narcan? It's 1995. I don't have my friend's dying on my wallet. I can't let you take the box with you until you pay.
These aren't for free. They'd probably nickel and dime you for every box. Or they sell it to you, you open it up and it's just an empty box. It's another $20 for the product.
They're like, oh, I'm planning on having a great night. We'll take 2 boxes. Thank you.
Emily B says, "Come back to Detroit." Definitely.
See, Detroit is not it.
It's interesting. It's got a lot of
Detroit is gotten really nice, actually. I mean,
they've cleaned up the downtown.
Yeah, Detroit's not as bad as Camden.
Oh my God, I don't think it's as bad as Camden.
Yeah, Detroit is not anywhere near as bad as Camden or Kensington or.
Yeah, Kensington wasn't. I mean, I've seen videos of Kensington, but when we drove down there, it was bad, but it wasn't like as bad as I've seen some of the videos. But I think Camden was definitely the worst.
Like human misery for views.
Yeah, but
that's just something I don't want to do. Like, we didn't film anything in Kensington.
No, we were just.
Because I'm not joining that chorus. Those people who film that stuff.
No, there's a.
It's just incredible. Like people walk through there and get 1 million views.
Yeah.
And it's like, I'm walking through Kensington. I'm just like, oh my God. It's like.
I mean, it's not like anything's gonna happen there. There was police posted up everywhere. Like, and it's well lit.
Well, they're down there in the daytime too. I mean, there's the junkies down there. They don't give a shit.
That's fair.
By. But I mean, it's.
Someone said, "Do I know Karen Evangelista?" I do not. Unfortunately, I'm sorry. Afflet said we should do Vegas. Vegas would be fun. I've never actually been to Vegas.
Vegas is pretty bad.
Really?
Lots of motels, drug motels and stuff. And I'm planning on going out there. I think actually our next trip we should just fly out and go to Vegas.
I mean, I'd be down. I've never done it before, so I'd like to experience both the seedy place and the what's it called? I want to see both the seedy side and just like experience a little bit of the strip. Like one day in the strip, I feel like
we should try to go like next month.
In November?
Yeah, or December.
I could be down. FRS says I want to see Dan gamble.
I don't gamble. I really don't. It's just not my. I don't like to throw money away. Yeah. We went to Hard Rock Casino, and I haven't gambled in like I don't even remember the last time I gambled. It's been a long time. There was that one night I was at the Horseshoe in Baltimore.
Is that like the Baltimore casino?
With 2 former friends, and we were outside smoking, and I put money in this machine that was there, and I won like $1,200.
Oh my God! Wait! It was outside the casino?
They have a balcony, so you can go outside and smoke.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
So smoking made you profit in that instance.
So, but the Hard Rock, I took $100 out and I put $100 in this machine, and I ended with $65.
Yeah. So if there's anything,
That was after I got down to what, $10?
yeah. Well, you were at 25 because first you were like, I'm gonna go to 50, and then like I think you overspun without realizing it, and then you were like at 25, and you're like, should I pull out or should I not? I was like, at 25, just let it ride, and then you hit like the triple spin. It just kept going.
Yeah, I
up
kept
and up
hitting
and
the
up.
bonus over and over again. You would think you would actually win something.
Yeah.
I won maybe like $45. It was the machine's so goddamn dramatic.
Yeah, but I think the takeaway from that is you weren't smoking there, but you were smoking on the balcony when you won $1,200. So if you're gonna gamble, make sure you're smoking cigarettes.
I had fun. I mean, it was fun gambling we were there for what, like 20 minutes?
Yeah, it was just like
It was fun, but I don't know how people sit there all night and all day playing those machines. I just don't know how they do it.
Yeah.
It's just such a waste of time.
No, that's fair.
And they're not having fun. It's depressing. It's just people who are like spending their pensions and Social Security checks on fucking gambling. I mean, it's just crazy.
Yeah, and for everyone taking me seriously, don't smoke. I was just kidding. I'm not saying to endorse smoking. And yes, Dan did quit cigarettes. He is cigarette free. But sorry, there was somebody asking. But yeah, no. The thing is, those slots, they're designed to hold you at the table because you go up, you go down. It's like a wave.
You mean not the slot machines?
Yeah, the slots. Yeah, sorry, did I say tables?
No, yeah, I think you said table.
Oh, my bad.
No, the slot machines are stupid. Your chances of winning are so low.
Yeah, well, they're just designed to keep you there, and then usually you end up losing or almost breaking even. Is like the statistics.
I'm not a gambler. I don't like gambling.
No, me neither.
I work hard enough for the money I earn. I don't want to piss it away fucking gambling.
No, that's true. I feel like it's if you are gonna gamble, it's like more like a social thing. Like it's like you go out with some friends.
I'm filming massage parlors. The dollars.
He doesn't have the money to gamble.
The dollars are hard earned. I have to film cum inside fucking video booths where I turn the light on and I'm like, oh no! I'm like, oh my god.
It lights up like a Christmas tree in there. We did film one. Someone said, I agree, gambling and smoking is stupid. Stupid, but you profit. No, I'm kidding.
You fucking pussy.
We're kidding. Don't smoke, don't gamble. But if you are going to gamble, make sure you're smoking. No. Sorry, that's a bad takeaway. But we did film that one adult booth where you were only able to get the black light into the one empty one in Jersey. And it was like, literally the walls lit up like neon with how much stuff there was.
Did I have the light with me? I don't remember.
You did. It was the first one we went to. What was it called? It was like the back alley that we pulled around back. There was the massage parlor on the one time. It was like a
playground.
Video playground is what it was called.
Oh, Vegas would have a bunch of those fucking places.
Oh, I bet. Oh my god.
There's like a million places out there that are like seedy.
Yeah, but
they used to have that one place in Vegas. It was like on the way over to Fremont, and it was this porno store, and they had inside they had a circular peep show thing in the back with a live girl.
Oh, like it was a 360.
And you would go into this tiny little booth, and you pay, and then the window comes up, and you get to watch her perform, and then there's a little slot where you can put money. I heard they got rid of that though. They had all these like, it was like Walk of Fame, but it was for porno stars, and they had all classic porno stars. I think it was their handprints and a signature.
Oh.
But they had them lining the top ceiling. And the last time I went there, they were in the process of taking them down.
No.
And I asked the guy, I said, if they are for sale, and he said we already sold them all. So I was like,
there was the one adult theater that we went to that had all those.
Why did they take those down? I don't understand.
Because they're losing style and taste. Everything's less fun nowadays. They're taking away all the fun.
I guess because people don't like know who like John Holmes is and Seika and Marilyn Chambers and Linda Lovelace, all the original porno stars.
I mean, I can't say that I know who those people are.
From back in the day.
Were they back when like people would shoot like actual movies?
Oh yeah.
They were like the actual actors.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, I see. But yeah, I mean, we could do Vegas, and maybe we could do fun parts of Vegas. You know, have a fun vacation once in a while.
Grab those pictures. I want to see those.
I was looking at them.
Are they done?
Yeah. A couple of them turned out. I'd say the one of the keys and the one of the door were a little bit blurry. You'll see here. Dan was shooting some Polaroids of the room here. But yeah,
so that camera, it's because of this reflection.
Oh, was the focus like on the edge of the table or something?
That's a depressing photo. So is this one.
Yeah.
Oh these are horrible photos.
Here, I'll hold it up to show you guys here some exclusive Dan Bell. Everybody's gonna screenshot it now and frame this, steal your Polaroid here.
Look at that one.
That was the window and the curtain for the room, and this is what the bathroom looks like. The tub, if you could see the inner lining of the tub here, it would be a completely miscolored compared to the porcelain body that it has. It's like completely like browning.
Horrible photo.
It doesn't look like a motel bathroom though. It just looks like any greasy.
This is our bathroom. It looks like a greasy, nasty ass bathroom.
Yeah, not too great. That's why I don't know if I'd shower in there. It's just like part of there's like molds and part of the.
Put a towel down.
You just got to ignore all the other greasy areas. But yeah, no, I think Vegas would be fun. I wouldn't mind doing Detroit. I mean, like, I feel like even though they're cleaning up a lot of the downtown, I feel like there's still much to see.
I mean, there's still stuff in Detroit, but I don't. That trip we took there was so magical when it was.
Oh my God! Yeah, back in 2016.
I think that was after everyone left, so it was just me, you, and Jake, and who else was with us?
There was the original trip was
because we went to that school. It was New Year's Eve.
Oh yeah.
No, it was 4th of July.
That was yes. That was Cooley's High School that we went to. Sadly, it's burned down now, but it was you, me, Jake. I think Rick went home, and I think it was Will with us.
You're probably right.
I believe it was the 4 of us in there, because I remember it was the 5 of us on that
fireworks.
Detroit trip.
All over the city from the roof.
It was crazy. It was funny too because like people were launching fireworks from like everywhere, every angle, everywhere you saw. People were just shooting them up in the sky. People were standing out on the street with like Roman candles, firing them up in the sky. And like every 5 minutes of us driving down the road, there was like fire trucks racing to somebody's house because they had burned it down by shooting off fireworks and stuff. Because there's so many old, dry, abandoned buildings or old, dry, just like residences in general, and they're all made out of like wood and drywall, so it just like goes up like a candle. But no, we were filming that Cooley's High School, and we were just wandering the halls at like, what was it, probably like 1 a.m., probably bordering 2 a.m., and you could hear in every direction just like bangs and pops and from the fireworks, and it sounded like we were almost in like a
that crew came in
war
with
zone.
Steel Copper. There must have been 50 guys in there.
Oh my, yeah, that was so we were up in the library, which it's like in like one of the front wings, and it's kind of like a C shape. And then in the middle of the C shape, which is like, I guess like the side entrance where the buses like drop kids off, there was guys going into, it was like a newer addition to the school, I think.
Yeah.
And there was like a team of like, probably like, what would you say, 20, 25 guys? Mm-hmm. And they were all just like ripping copper piping out of the walls and chucking it in the back of this trailer truck. And they were probably just like, honestly, homeless guys that were paid by the guy driving the truck.
Yeah.
Probably gave him all $20 and then just drove off with like $500 worth of copper.
One of them cut their hand because there was blood.
Oh yeah, when we were leaving, as we were leaving, you could see it was all littered all in the hallway. There was like little droplets and blood spatter and stuff. He must have cut himself pretty bad. But that was crazy too. That school with like the arts and crafts flooring, and seeing all the old lockers. you'd open a locker and you'd see like, just to date it, you'd see stickers of like Garbage Pail Kids and like school photos, class of like.
Wait, is that where we did that library thing?
Which library thing? Oh no. That was in Kettering High School, which is also demolished now. And Jake and I.
Okay, so we were. Do we still have that footage?
I have the video.
You do?
What, did you want to talk? You wanted to talk about that? Oh my god.
So people were like, just look, don't touch. This was a long time ago. This was like
2016.
2016.
It's almost 10 years ago.
We were in a school, and it was a library, and there was all these bookshelves, like dominoes. And I said, is it true if you push this over, they'll all fall down?
Yeah, the old myth, if like, it'll come down like domino effects.
It does.
It was so bad. I have a video somewhere on my phone.
That was the coolest fucking thing I've ever seen.
But that has been buried, because I was like mortified. I was like...
We pushed it and the whole thing went down. It was like dominoes.
We pushed it. I was filming, but it was like comical. It was literally like, the first one was slow.
It was like...
Yeah, and then it all like fired through, and it was so fucking loud in that library. Really, it echoed throughout the whole school, and it must have sounded like.
But that's crazy.
Somebody was unloading gunshots.
Like if someone got shoved into one of those shelves and it just tipped over. What do you do if you're like standing in one of the aisles?
That's true. If it was like back when the school was active,
bolted to the floor or something.
They were massive wooden library shelves too. So
you were trapped. Metal. I thought they were metal.
I think they were hardwood. I gotta find the video. I have it on my phone. But
yeah, you gotta. I want to see that.
It's like old. I think it was like very hardwood, but they were all crashing into each other, and it was like the loudest noise you could ever imagine. It was like I remember the cadence. It was like.
Now, guys, I mean,
boom, boom, boom.
The school is gone.
Yeah, it was in its last days when it happened too.
People are, back then, people are like always writing, "You're so respectful." I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about?
That was the only.
Because I didn't pull out a can of spray paint. I'm like, what are you talking?
The general.
I love how respectful you are of the location that you visit. I'm like, it's a dirty old fucking shithole building that needs to be torn down.
Well, that one was on the verge of being torn down too when we filmed it.
So respectful. Like, oh my god, shut the fuck up.
Don't listen to Dan.
I couldn't stand that shit. You're so respectful.
But
like, what are you talking about? What difference would it make if I threw a brick through the window? It's a fucking building that's going to be torn down. It's a shithole.
Well, that one was condemned, yeah. But Sal's in the chat. Hello, Sal.
Oh God.
Another person Dan doesn't like. He's sitting here with me. Someone he doesn't like. Sal's in the chat. No, but I'm just kidding. But yeah, no.
And Sal, we got to do a show when we get back.
Yeah, we got.
Brandon and I have a lot to talk about.
Oh my God, there's so much more that we're going to be explaining on the podcast. But that Kettering High School now is it's an Amazon distribution center.
That's not a surprise.
They knocked it all down, leveled it, and they left the blue K out front. You know how there's that blue K?
That's so respectful.
Shut up.
That is so respectful.
But yeah, on that trip, we did so much on that trip. We did Kettering, we did Cooley's. Those were two schools.
Now wait a minute. Let me reiterate. Let's say you go into an old church. Yeah, I got problems with you spray paint in there and throwing bricks through windows. This was a modern building.
And it was coming down within a week.
It was coming down. It was a modern building. I wasn't respectful.
Fuck. But what was I gonna say? Someone asked if I'm Weekend at Bernieing you right now.
I'm so sorry, guys. I just explained, literally, I feel like Frankie Valli.
Oh my God.
I'm like,
the zombie.
Yeah.
He's like, he comes out, he's like, when he remembers to open his mouth, and then he just walks forward. He looks like Trump or Biden at the.
He looks like Biden. I am so tired. We have been going and going for. It's been a week now.
Yeah.
And we don't, in the whole week, I have maybe gotten 16 hours of sleep.
That's true. We kind of caught up on the Saturday because we went to bed early during the because we couldn't stay up for the Saturday.
Jesus, like it was like 3 o'clock in the afternoon. I'm like, there is no way, because I was nervous because Violet was coming over, and I was like, I couldn't sleep. We went to bed late at night. I slept 2 hours.
Yeah.
2.5 hours. I woke up. I was like, shit, go back to sleep.
Is that a cockroach or a spider? Oh my god, that is a cockroach.
Wow, where?
Oh shit!
Where?
It's right there on the. Here, wait. How do I reverse the camera here?
Where is it?
It's right here on the TV stand. You see it? It's right there.
They can't see anything. Your orientation.
Oh, orientate. Wait, how do I orientate it back? Okay, there we go. He's right there on the corner. Oh god, see him moving?
Oh, for God's sakes.
He's moving towards the... Oh, no. Okay, wait. I gotta move.
Get him away from my shit.
Okay.
Damn it.
We need to fucking... Let me get my shoe. Get out of here. Did I get him? Oh, fuck. Where'd he go? Oh, my God. Sorry. Sal says dinner. Okay, there we go. Sorry, that was a panic moment because he was heading towards our camera equipment. But yeah, that was the one of the many roaches in the room.
Can you fucking believe that?
That's sorry, now it's slanted, but yeah, that was I'm sure they're all in hiding right now, but that's the place we're currently dealing with. Sorry, tilt it down a little bit. But yeah, no, that Detroit trip was so much fun. We filmed Fisher Body. We filmed the Kettering High School. We filmed Cooley's High School, which most of those are demolished right now. We also filmed the Belle Isle Zoo. I filmed that library with all the books left behind. Did you get in your Polaroids? Dan's searching now. He's nervous about the...
Ugh.
I don't think he got in there. He was... Because I knocked him... I think I hit him into the garbage bin where he belongs. But yeah, I hope you checked for bed bugs before sitting down. Yeah, we did a full check. It has a bed bug cover. We didn't see any flecking. We did like a full checkout of the room to make sure it was like relatively safe. There's
just shit stains on those.
just some blood.
That's fine.
The stained pierogi pillows, the staples, you know. But we needed this room for part of the video that we're shooting.
Oh, so we get here, I lay down, I slept went into a deep sleep.
Yeah.
An hour and a half later, Dan, you gotta wake up, live stream starting. I would have slept so peacefully until tomorrow morning.
Well, you also need to film your video tonight. So I'm just keeping you on track.
Fuck the video.
I waited until the very last minute because if I didn't wake you up there, that guy honking his horn when he came into the parking lot would have woke you up. He was blaring on the horn.
Nothing would have woken me up. I was dead asleep, and you only sleep an hour and a half, and you get up. It's like, ugh. Jesus Christ! After 3 hours.
But yeah,
I don't think I got 3 hours of sleep last night because I woke up this morning at 8:30.
Oh my God! Yeah, I hear.
I went to bed at 6.
Yeah, we got in the hotel 5:30.
6 o'clock, and I woke up at 8:30, and I could not go back to sleep. So I just got up and took a shower. And
FRS says you ruined Dan's peaceful sleep.
I got up and took a shower, and I came out and started masturbating on Brennan while he was sleeping.
My God. Could you fucking imagine? That was my wake-up call. I think I would have jumped out the window. We were on the 14th floor, by the way.
Wake up!
Oh my God. You are fucking deplorable. But no, we, what's it called? We went to bed at like 6, and then I hear, like, have you ever, it was the Jesus was seen TikTok blasting from the other side of the room.
Jesus was seen. Where, Rachel?
Rachel, show me, baby. Show me.
Is it on TikTok? Show me, baby.
He was seen in Ohio.
He was seen in Ohio.
Yeah, and then I feel this fluid hit my face. And I'm like, what the fuck? I look and I see Dan standing over me. And no, that did not happen. But it was that was our wake up call.
Brandon looked up. He's like, "You look like a beautiful mountain."
That is definitely not how I described the situation.
No, he actually said, "You look like a cow on its way to slaughter."
Am I in hell? Is what I said. That I died, passed away in my sleep, and I woke up to seeing Dan standing over me. But no, I'm just kidding.
No, it wasn't semen. I spit on you.
Oh my god, you were fucking.
I was like,
you were trying to grab my dogs this morning. You were trying. Dan was like licking his hand and then like smearing it on my feet because they were hanging out over the covers, and I feel this like slime on my foot. I was like, oh my god.
You're like, my foot's all wet.
Yeah, I was like, what the fuck is that? And I see Dan like licking his hand and smearing it on my. It was fucking. That definitely got me up, but I was like, because I knew right then and there when we.
It's just little pranks and hijinks.
We
play on each other.
Just friendly jesting, friendly games.
I was asleep the other day and Brian ripped out the electric cord for the lamp and he shocked my fucking balls.
Oh my god.
I was like, whoa! I woke up.
What the fuck are you doing?
My fucking pubic hair was on fire.
He turned ginger.
I was like, holy shit. There's crazy little hijinks like that. What?
It was a fucking. Oh, it's a big fly. See it flying around. It came right at my face. But yeah, no, then I was like, I knew as soon as I heard Dan on his phone at like 8 a.m., I was like, fuck, he only got like 2-3 hours of sleep.
I can't, as I've aged and gotten into my senior years.
You have to get up early, eh?
It's harder for me to sleep during the day.
No, I understand that.
I just, I like to get up and
do stuff.
Well, especially now, because I spent so many, I spent like years in bed grieving. And then now I'm back to work again. So whenever I'm out working, I just have so much fun. I'm just like, I don't want to sleep. I just want to go.
Yeah, and we've got a lot done. Like, I think you've gotten some great footage.
Yeah, I got.
And it's going to feel so much better when we finish filming tonight. We're back in Baltimore at like whatever a.m. And then we know that we're doing some
tomorrow
local
morning,
stuff.
we may have to sleep here. I am fucking tired.
Really?
We still got at least 2 hours.
Oh my god, well pray for us if we sleep in this
maybe an hour and a half.
Motel. Yeah, I mean it's not a huge motel, but
but it would be nice to go back to the bed, to my home.
To Baltimore.
Because I gotta pick up Weeze tomorrow.
If I'm like awake and with it, I can potentially drive your truck if you trust me. But yeah,
we gotta check my insurance policy, make sure I have insurance for
other drivers?
Another driver.
That's fair. Your truck, I mean, I remember, at least it's better than your old car.
Of course I would trust you to drive it. I mean, what do you think I am?
Well, I don't know. Sometimes people are weird about it.
Be careful. Oh my god, don't scratch it.
But remember when we were driving back from the Mothman Festival, Dan's old car, it was like on its last legs, and I remember like for some reason something was wrong with the drive shaft. It was like
it kept going left.
It was that you literally had to fight the steering wheel because it would throw you to the left, and you kept having to grip it, and like my left arm was so strong and so shot by the end of that drive because it was like when I was handling it, you literally had to have your bicep like flexed, or else the wheel would jut to the left and throw. And we were on these narrow ass country roads driving through West Virginia, and it was trying to throw us off the cliff so fucking bad.
Goddamn BMW piece of shit.
It was like the car was like falling apart, and it was like every chance it got, it would just like the wheel would just...
Like the new BMWs are ridiculous. The old ones, like my friend drives a 1987 BMW.
Yeah.
It never has problems. Never. And they take it into a guy who does old BMWs. Never has problems.
Yeah.
And when something needs fixing, it's not that expensive. The new cars, forget it. It's computers and all this bullshit.
Exactly, the long one. Dan is a Ram man now.
Oh, I love the truck.
Yeah.
I really do.
And DJ asked if that's when you almost died. I guess that there was a story in West Virginia.
That was in the Smoky Mountains, in outside of Gatlinburg.
Why?
I went up to film a ghost town.
Let me plug this back.
I was with Will Krapinski. We went to film a ghost town. This was probably 2017, maybe.
Damn, so a long time ago.
No. It was before Dirty Room.
Really?
Yeah, it was definitely before Dirty Room, I think.
I'm surprised they remember that story if it's that in the past.
But it had been raining, and I was driving on this road where it had like a shoulder, like a grassy shoulder.
Sorry.
It had a grassy shoulder, and Jesus Christ, how much more?
I'm trying to figure it out.
This
Sorry.
thing are you gonna do in this damn thing?
Grassy shoulder.
And there was a cliff and then a river, a raging river, and I missed the turn to go up to where the ghost town parking lot was. And I said, I'm going to turn around, and I went and drove onto the shoulder, and it was fucking mud. The car slid.
Oh, was it raining?
It had rained. It had rained. It wasn't raining. The car slid all the way to the edge of the fucking cliff.
Holy shit. How far off was the...
Like, Will is holding onto the dashboard like, no. Like, seriously, we would have flipped over and landed in the river.
Oh my God.
It was horrible.
How far was the shoulder from the cliffside?
There would be enough room to pull in there and then turn around.
So you probably slid a good 10 feet then.
More than that. We slid. It's on the Filming channel. I think it's called We Almost Died or something.
Damn.
We slid within a foot of going over that fucking cliff. I just think about that and think how scary that is because... And then people are like, oh, you're over-exaggerating. It's like, go fuck yourself.
Yeah, no. I mean...
Like, shut the fuck up.
That's honestly with anything, though. People try and call you out for, like...
being dramatic to try to get views.
It's just
and
because...
I'm like, well, it's working, bitch. Shut the... Stick it up your fucking cunt.
It's because, honestly, because everything's so over-dramatized these days, when something authentic happens, people are like, that must...
Like, literally...
be fake.
I told Will, I said, get out of the car. We both jumped out of the car. Because I thought, I said the hillside is going to give way and the car's going to go because it was sitting right there. And it didn't. And I said, I didn't know whether to call like a ranger to come and use a winch to get us out. I was afraid the car was going to fall. So I got in the car and I had to shut the door to get it to, because you can't, it's not like an old school car where you can drive it back with the door open.
Yeah.
I had to shut the door and I put it in reverse and just slowly went back, and then I was like, oh, I got back on the pavement. I was so relieved. But if we had gone over there, that would have been really fucking bad.
Oh my God.
I don't know if we would have, that's like death.
Yeah, I couldn't imagine that.
Because the water down there was 10 feet deep. I mean, it was.
And how far was the cliff, like falling off the cliff?
Probably 15 or 20 feet.
Jesus. Yeah, and if you fall into water too, like it's hard to get out of your car. Like.
Yeah, I don't know how I don't know. We would have hit our heads on the way down.
Yeah, that would have been the end of it. Oh my God.
But that was really scary.
And was that like in the middle of a road trip, or you guys just driving like for a daily thing, or?
No, it was a road trip.
Damn. That's.
I don't remember if we came back from that and then went on the one where we went all over the country. I can't remember.
Damn. Sorry, let me fix the camera one last time. I know I keep fixing it, but I feel like every time I fix it. It comes.
What time is it?
It is. Let me see my phone.
I am like over this.
Dan hates. It's 11 o'clock.
We've been on for 2 fucking hours. That's enough.
Okay, Dan.
We'll do 10 more minutes and then that's it.
We'll do 10 more minutes. Try to act like you're happy and awake. We gotta go
film.
film.
I am. I'm so happy to be here.
It has been a very. Fuck you. To be fair, we've been going and we are eventually, we're at the tail end of our trip now. We're just like kind of.
I just can't relax. That's the thing. Like, usually when I go on a trip, if I'm alone, then there's one day where I'm just like, okay, spend this day relaxing and not filming anything or whatever, and then I'll sleep late. I'll get up, have dinner, and go back to sleep. And then the next day I wake up in the morning and I'm refreshed and ready to go. This trip I can't sleep. Saturday I slept. I mean, I went to bed, but I was waking up like every 2 hours. I kept waking up. I miss Wee Wee too. I want to see my dog.
Yeah. Well, I mean, tomorrow we'll definitely be back. We'll be back in Baltimore and you can get that going. But yeah, if anyone has any questions, we'll round out the stream in a couple of minutes. If you haven't already subscribed and you're enjoying the video, please consider subscribing. We really appreciate you joining the family. And like the video if you're enjoying Dan's sleepiness. We do lots of I do lots of like live streaming on this channel, just like doing some fun interactive content.
You'll realize there's a huge void when I'm not here. But subscribe anyway.
It'll be fun if you enjoy me.
Right.
If you want to see me create some stuff. POV Dan, someone said with a bunch of Z's.
I am tired.
It's like weekend. Yeah, don't. It's not anyone's fault. Dan is just completely white.
Well, and I'm just trying to think tonight. I mean,
planning ahead.
We're gonna be up late, fucking shooting again. And I really want to drive home, but I don't want to end up killing us.
Yeah. Jim says, find a Wawa. We need to find Devin some cafe con leche.
That's a good idea, actually. I should get one of those.
You have that Starbucks shot. Did you have that Starbucks shot?
I already drank it. It got rid of my headache.
Again, Brennan definitely drugged him because he said, I did not drug Dan.
I just woke up. I was taking a nap, and then I was in a deep sleep because I could feel there was a puddle of saliva next to my head.
Oh my God.
It was cold. I was like, man, I really went to sleep.
Yeah. Well, it's because quite literally our sleep schedule is going to be fucked now.
At least I hope it's saliva.
It was, don't look at me after you say that. Fuck. I didn't do anything weird while Dan was sleeping. And Dan didn't do anything weird. Actually, Dan did lick his hand and then wipe it on my foot.
If you fucking nut on my face while I was trying to fucking sleep, I'm
Shut
going on
fuck
fucking
up.
Reddit.
I'm going
on Reddit.
I'm gonna complain to everybody.
Bevo splooged me.
Bevo splooged me. Shut the fuck up. Oh my God. Those aren't pillows, they're you can see behind us there.
They're the worst pillows I've ever had.
They're very misshapen. There's one that's like an inflated balloon. And it looks like somebody stuffed a bunch of sweaters into a pillowcase. And then there's one that's like a deflated Bevo splooge special. I'll show you guys the pillows just so you can understand. There's no fucking way we can. This one is pillow number 1. It's just a giant fucking.
This one has a strange odor, but it's not dirty.
Maybe it's what they used to clean it.
It smells. It has a weird. What is that?
It's musty. It just smells musty.
Yeah, it's like a weird.
It's like they cleaned it with vinegar and then let it sit out. And then here's the other pillow. It's literally just it's not even a pillow.
What is this?
Feels like a towel wrapped up in.
This one too is not bad.
They're
considering the room has roaches though.
Yeah, that's where it loses major points. But
I hate goddamn cockroaches, man.
Yeah,
I hate cockroaches more than I hate bed bugs.
Really?
At least bed bugs hide from you.
I don't know, but bed bugs come out at night and they bite you. Cockroaches,
Ugh.
they kind of, when the lights are off, they kind of.
You know why? Because I lived in an apartment once where the cockroaches, like multiple times. I would wake up and have one crawling on me.
Oh my god.
And I would fucking jump out of bed screaming. And it happened like probably at least a dozen times. That apartment was fucking infested.
Oh my god.
It was because the neighbor next door to me was a hoarder.
Oh no.
He hoarded garbage.
Oh my god.
So his apartment, there was garbage bags piled to the ceiling.
He just didn't like throwing it down the chute?
No, he just couldn't let go of it. And it's like an emotional thing.
That's brutal. Yeah.
So he was like, they had a therapist come over and a crew, and he's crying about this thing, and I said, "Fuck you, asshole! Fuck you! We're throwing away everything. Where's your teddy bear?"
You started cussing him out.
You pussy fuck!
Oh my god! Quite the aggressive.
Fuck you and your fucking anxieties.
Yeah, I had in my
The roaches were horrible.
My 4th year of college, I had in the dorm room. It was infested with roaches too.
That, yeah.
There was, it's a classic like student residence building. So like obviously, if one person is has a disgusting unit, and I'm guessing like someone adjacent or below or above us had like a disgusting unit, then those roaches get in the building and they're fucking everywhere. But we had 3 different times. We had 3 different exterminators come in, and they couldn't get rid of these roaches, and it was just like. It was so bad too because I was so diligent in cleaning out my room and making sure that they wouldn't invade my space. Like I was very cautious because like I lived in a room or in like a common area with like 3 other friends. There's 4 of us, and one by one my friends would find roaches at somewhere in the room, and then I was like, "Fuck! It's only a matter of time." And I remember at night, I felt one crawling on my leg, and I turned on the light, and I like kicked up in the air, and I remember seeing it go airborne. And then like land on my bed and scurry away, and it scurried behind where my bed was, and I remember pulling my bed back, and I saw like 5 or 6 of them, and I fucking freaked. And then you just don't get used to it. I remember after I moved out of there, I threw my whole bed, whole mattress, everything out.
Yeah, you couldn't. The roaches in my apartment, they would send an exterminator, but I'm like, it doesn't make a difference because.
Yeah, Buddy won't clean up his.
There was like this weird closet that it was like the end of my kitchen counter, and then there was a closet there. It was like a big closet, and it went right into his apartment. And on the other side of the wall was garbage that had been stuck to the wall for probably 3 or 4 years.
Oh my god. And there were just roaches festering.
But I really liked that guy. He was so sweet and so kind and nice. But the day that they went to clean his place, I just felt so bad for him. He didn't have any like psychiatric or therapist there or anything.
Yeah.
So he was crying and just, I didn't know what to say to him. I didn't even know what a hoarder was at that time. That was fucking like 20 years ago.
Yeah, oh my.
I was like, what the hell's a hoarder? I had no idea.
And then he opened his door and you understood real quick what a hoarder was.
Well, when I saw the roaches, when they were cleaning, there were hundreds of roaches going up the walls.
Yeah.
They would pick a bag up and it was just roaches and
oh
mice.
My god.
And so when they cleaned it out, the exterminator came. I had so many roaches in my apartment. It was like a movie. It was like Creepshow.
Oh my god.
Like it was that bad. They were everywhere.
Oh my god. Ugh.
So I just left. I went to stay at my friend's house. I said, let the exterminator do my apartment. And I came home, there were dead roaches
everywhere.
All over my kitchen and my bathroom.
That's like, I mean,
that place was horrible. But the rent was so cheap.
that it was perfect.
My rent was $250.
Oh my, could you imagine nowadays having that rental price? But that's like the level of like price to roaches. It balances out, finds that sweet equilibrium where it made it worth it living with those roaches. But you don't get used to it. The worst that we had it in our thing. Thankfully, I don't drink coffee, but my buddy had a coffee machine that every morning he would make himself coffee. and he'd
They
sip on
love
it.
going in those things.
Yeah, he would sip because they eat the coffee grinds or whatever, or rinds or whatever it's called, the coffee beans. And every morning he'd make himself a cup of coffee and he'd sit in front of the TV and watch. I think he watched the news or whatever. And one morning he finished the bottom of his coffee and there was 2 dead roaches at the bottom of his coffee cup, and he lost it.
Do you see the goosebumps going
on? Yeah.
It's, the thought of that is making me want to.
It was so disgusting. And then I remember we opened up his coffee machine and it was just like 10 roaches. It was disgusting.
I lived in Florida. I lived in Florida for like less than a year. I was in St. Pete. And when I lived there, the town was like a cocoon. And now it's very built up, but it's still in Florida, which makes it a shithole. It was such a slow, boring, horrible town. I couldn't wait to move back up here, but I wanted a radio. So I went to a thrift store down on Central Avenue.
Oh.
And it was like a junk shop, and this guy, he was a picker. He would clean out houses and stuff. And so he had a radio, so he turned it on. He's like, "Look, it's great." I said, "Oh, perfect." And I bought it. It was like $25. And when I was walking home, a roach was on my hand.
Oh my
And
God!
I said, "Oh God!" But I didn't put.
You didn't think it was in the radio?
I just thought it landed on my hand because there's palmetto bugs.
Oh.
So when I got to the building, and I had roaches when I lived there. I mean, it was an old building. I lived in a efficiency.
Yeah.
And the place had really bad roaches. But when I got home, I put that radio on the counter, and I noticed a roach crawl out from underneath of it. And I said, "What the fuck?" And I went and killed the roach, and then...
Oh no.
I'm looking at the radio, and I see like...
Antenna?
Yeah, like doing this behind the speaker.
Oh my God.
And I said, "Oh God, it's filled with roaches." I shined a light in, and all I saw were roaches.
Oh my God.
Like the thing must have had...
Like the fridge shots.
The neighbor across the street, there was this guy, he was like kind of like a handyman.
Ugh.
I went over and I said, "This radio." I was trying to, I'm sorry, I was trying to salvage it. So I said, "Is there any way you can open this up and like we can spray it out or whatever?" And he opened it, and I said, "Forget it, just throw it away."
Yeah.
There were so many roaches in there. He said, "I've never seen anything like this before." I was like, I don't know how the hell this thing got so full of roaches.
How did it compare to when we dropped like the plumbing wire or the camera in behind that one mini fridge?
Oh, it was similar, but there were more than...
Oh my God. Remember there was so many dead corpses of roaches, eggs, crawling.
So disgusting. That was in West Virginia, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was the Jefferson, I think.
Dumpy ass place.
And then there was also a piece of drop ceiling. I remember that was like bending down, and you could look up there. It was infested with roaches too.
Just roaches everywhere.
Disgusting place.
The wood was rotting. I mean, it was just horrible.
I think that was the Jefferson, if I remember correctly, but that was disgusting. I'm trying to think too. There was because it took 3 exterminations, and I still like that whole year I just lived out with roaches, and I just threw everything out when I moved out. I was like, "There's no chance I'm bringing eggs back into my my parents' house."
Yeah, you don't want to bring them home with you.
No. Oh my God. And that's why
like in the Belvedere, every once in a while, like since I've lived there for like 3 years, I've seen 2 roaches in 3 years. So that's not bad. I saw one in my bathroom. It was dying.
No.
And then, but in the stairwells, they have those American cockroaches, which are the larger ones that live in sewers and stuff.
Are they the ones with the wings that can fly?
I don't know. I don't know if these can fly or not. I don't think they can.
I know there's a breed of them that can fly. I think they're like those are like the ones like in Miami.
If you're in a city like Baltimore or Philly, you'll see them. they're outdoor roaches. They're not indoor roaches.
They're city roaches.
Yeah, they're the American cockroach, and then the roaches you have like here are German cockroaches, which is the different species.
They live more in like.
They live
in the walls.
In walls, and they like the one that's crawling on the wall over there.
Oh my god, that one's a smaller one, but we'll do a quick little tour here. Hey, buddy. Oh my god. Yeah, there's definitely a fair share of roaches and fun in this place here. Thank God we didn't bring any of our clothes or anything in. I was very nervous about that one coming into this spot. Someone asked what we're doing for Halloween. We're shooting a Halloween video tonight, actually.
Tonight.
And in terms of like Halloween plans, I'm heading down to visit my friend down in Virginia. So I'm actually like this month of October is crazy busy for me because I'm with you here until the 6th, I think. Is when we're finished. But we're
Sunday.
Yeah, we're heading back to Baltimore.
And Brian will be on Danville Saturday this weekend.
Yeah.
Saturday night, 9 o'clock.
Get to hang out with you guys. Dan will still be half asleep and dying.
No, I will be awake.
Recovered. No, yeah, I'm just kidding. But yeah.
Literally the whole week I have not slept, except for Saturday. I slept.
That was the only day. Yeah, it was.
I can't. Even Saturday, for some reason I just kept waking up because it was during the day. I don't want to go to sleep during the day.
Yeah.
So I just keep waking up over and over and over again. But now I'm pooped. I didn't get jack shit fucking sleep last night.
I know. I knew it was going to be a rough day for you too.
2 hours.
We got in at 6 and you woke up
2.5 hours.
Yeah, you woke up at like 8 or 8:30.
Because I put the box fan sound on my phone, and I remember it was like 6:10, and I went to sleep, and then I woke up at 8:30.
Yeah.
And I was like, son of a bitch, because once I wake up, I can't fall back asleep.
Yeah, I knew as soon as that, because we even called for a late checkout. I probably like slept until about 11 o'clock. So from 6 till 11, so I'm running on about 5 hours-ish of sleep. But yeah, no, we'll do Saturday with Dan, and then I got, so I'm home on the 6th, and then on the 11th, I'm flying to Missouri with Jake, shooting from the 11th till I think the 16th or 18th, I can't remember. And then I go down to Virginia on the 23rd till the 28th for Halloween with my friend. And then I'm back home for hopefully a little while, and then maybe we can do another trip out in November or something. Maybe some Vegas. Maybe we'll have an actual nice
Let's go to Vegas.
Vacation.
I mean, Vegas is perfect.
Yeah.
Can you tell me rub and tub?
The Resubbin to Zugs.
And there's got to be a bunch of adult bookstores in Vegas.
Yeah, oh yeah. I'm sure there's, I mean...
Next I'll be like, Brendan and I are visiting a bathhouse.
Dan's really breaking me in here.
I'll be like, I brought the cock cam. It's a small camera hidden in my dick hole.
No.
I just point it towards the action.
Yeah. You turn it on and you just see my face.
I'll be like, sir,
all right, Brendan, is the camera lined up?
Sorry, I didn't want to tell you this, but I did review footage and I see a polyp.
Oh my god. It's like, you're recording me? Some man, oh my god.
I see fissures.
Could you imagine that's how you find out? Yeah. It's like you know those plumbing cameras? Like a drain snake. The Dan snake.
It's a colonoscopy.
Oh my god. Yeah, that's some of Dan's
what is wrong with me?
New tech. We were at his parents' house and he's cracking all these horrible kinds of jokes and his mother just keeps saying, "How the hell do you come up with this?" And I honestly don't know.
They just come to me. A demon feeds me.
Oh my god, there's another cockroach on the TV crawling across there.
Oh god damn it, man. We gotta get our shit out of here.
I won't turn the camera around, but yeah.
I mean, this... Why are they all coming out now?
Maybe it's just...
There's one behind the mirror here.
Their bedtime? Oh my god, okay.
Do you see it?
Yeah, it's on the wall. It's kind of just sitting there.
Why are they all coming out now?
I don't know. Well, where you see one, you see a ton. Like...
It's because the fucking air conditioning's off.
Oh, fuck. Okay, well, we have still more stuff to do tonight. We have a long night ahead of us, a lot of stuff to film, but I really hope you guys enjoyed hanging out with us this evening, even though it was brief. It was a lot of fun. Dan needs some rest. After we're done, we still have
I'm
a lot
not
to
resting
film.
here. I'm getting my skin.
Yeah,
is
the fuck out of
falling.
here. But thank you guys so much. If you did enjoy the video, consider dropping a like. If you want to join our Discord community, we'll be having some mod applications there because I do need some mods. And if you aren't subscribed already, please consider subscribing and hitting the notification bell. We have lots of good content coming up.
Could you please?
Here comes some horrible joke from Dan. I think he died. I think we lost him. He fell asleep with us.
I'm doing Frankie Valli.
Oh no! The zombie.
He's like.
He forgets to open his mouth.
Yeah, he's singing the Grease song, and he's like.
And the backup singers are like.
And people still pay to see him. That's the amazing. They pay $300
to see a walking
to go
corpse.
see him lip sync very poorly
to
tracks that he sung live 30 years ago. And then they have these backup singers.
You see the roaches?
Ew.
Yeah, okay, we've overstayed our welcome at this motel. We gotta get on filming. I love you guys. Thank you all for joining us tonight. Dan is about to lose it, but I love you all, and to all, a good night.
Bye, guys. Thank you so much.
Bye.